Well, hello everybody, welcome to a super exciting episode here on the MIgardener channel. So today we are going to be doing something really fun and really exciting, and it is something that Cindy and I have been looking forward to for a long time. Cindy's already laughing because it's really fun and really exciting. Actually, it's because it's like the fourth take that we've actually tried to do this. So we're going to try to make this in one take now. And it's really fun because we are doing a couple things in this episode. The first one is we are letting you all know of something that's very exciting for the MIgardener channel and the MIgardener crew specifically. And then we also want to offer a little bit of insight into the MIgardener crew itself. So we have a little game that we're going to play. It's going to be kind of fun. And but first, I want to talk about what is changing with MIgardener. So Cindy, why don't you tell them all what's changing?
So Luke and I are going to get married, and that is actually coming up on the 25th of July, which is literally in less than a week now. And we are super excited. So now there's going to be a Mrs. MIgardener and a Mr. MIgardener officially. And we thought there would be no better way than to have a little bit of fun so you guys can get to know a little bit about us. I know I've been MIA in the channel, and I do apologize. There were just a lot of things I had to do and change and adjust to, so hopefully you guys will see me more of, because we will be living together soon.
So Cindy and I, we wanted to basically play a little game so that you all could get more information about us, because we realized that, you know, on every episode we try to give mostly information, and we wanted to take a quick little break from that. And also, on the topic of taking a break, we are going to be taking probably, I would say, a week to a week and a half break off of MIgardener, just because we really want some time to enjoy the moment and get to spend some time with each other, and really kind of remember the time that we have, because we're both really busy, and we're trying to kind of make everything work. So we figured a week was not too bad. So, you know, we're gonna take a week, and that's probably the least we could ask of you. So this game is going to be called Random Questions in a Jar. I just came up with that on the spot, to be honest, but really it is random questions in a jar that are like MIgardener related or personal related. And
it's not just any jar, it's a mason jar.
It's a mason jar.
We represent everybody in the gardening community.
So we're keeping it fun, and it's just going to be kind of interesting. So we don't know what question we're going to get, and it is like it's like a either or. So like if I get it, I can answer it. If Cindy gets it, so it's like not directed towards anyone. It's just kind of open-ended questions, which would be kind of fun as well, because I'm kind of nervous about some of these questions in here. So so let's shake it up, and Cindy, you can go first.
Okay.
And you got just one?
Yeah, just one at a time. If you could be any vegetable, what would it be?
All right. If I could be any vegetable, see, to say a tomato would be kind of cliche. Everyone would love to be a tomato. I would say, though, man, see, the best thing that can be described, like my personality, I like to be kind of surprising. So I would probably say potato, actually.
A potato.
Now it's time for Cindy. All right. I don't know what I'm going to get here, so if it's a bad question, don't get mad. All right. Cindy, favorite fruit?
Oh, hands down, my favorite fruit. There is no hands down. I love fruit too much. I love all fruit pretty much. Oh, it just varies depending on the season, but just to say, I'd say mangoes are my favorite fruit ever.
That's why I'm marrying this woman. Mangoes are the best. Okay, it's back to your question. So I just had to say that. Mangoes are so good.
You'd say the same response then?
Same response. I was hoping I was actually going to get this one, because I was going to say mangoes. But yeah, so.
Yeah, there's nothing more satisfying than cutting up a mango and then just scooping out the flesh and eating it. It's just so good.
The way you said that sounded very, very wrong. Cindy?
You ready for your next one?
I'm ready.
Okay, this is one. Where did you go to school?
Well, that's a little it's a little past tense. I'm still going to school. So I'm actually finishing on my last year. I'm going to Northwood University, and I'm finishing on my last year. So yeah, Northwood University. Would you rather have a seedy watermelon or a seedless watermelon?
That's a good question. I would just say seedless because I do like to make drinks where I just make into like a watermelon smoothie, and sometimes if I don't have like the best blender in hand, it goes much better with a seedless watermelon. What gets you up in the morning?
What gets me up in the morning?
I think I know what does.
Yeah, actually, no, Cindy doesn't know because I always complain about it. Oh, goodness. So my room, it's like, it could be a great thing if you're an optimist, but I have a huge window, okay? I have a huge window that faces outside, and for an optimist, it would be like, oh my gosh, you get to wake up to the sunrise every morning. However, it's not like that. It's not quite like that. The sun shines in at just the right angle that my room, doesn't matter if the air conditioning is on or not, my room will heat up on even the coldest of days to like 90 degrees. So hot that like I wake up from sweating. So I instantly wake up with uncomfortableness, and it's like, I just wish I could change that, but that is what gets me up in the morning. The want to get out of my room. How did you meet? I'm glad you got this one. I'm glad you got this one.
I guess because you like for me to explain it more.
Yes, I do love it.
Maybe you guys already know. Those that have been here for a while probably know or not. I think we announced it in one of our milestones videos. Luke and I we met through YouTube/Facebook. So it was in 2013. My goal was to start a little garden for my family because I was getting into eating more raw foods, vegan, plant-based. I was looking up at some John Kohler videos, and then I tumbled up into Luke's video channel, and like many of you guys wonder, what does MI stand for? I actually also wonder what that meant, and I had an issue with one of my little seedlings and stuff. So I headed over to Facebook page, and he has his MIgardener page there, and I posted a question about my little basil seedlings because I overcrowded them, to say the least. And I just didn't know what to do. I didn't know all the terminology, like thinning and all of that. And I just asked him.
Note for everyone, MIgardener is not a dating site, just so you know. I'm just clarifying this right now because it's kind of where it's sounding like it's going. I'm going to let you finish your story now, though.
Okay, yeah. So I asked the question, like, I have an issue with my seedlings. I think I overcrowded them. What should I do? Should I kill some of them or something like that? I don't remember. And then I asked him, so what does MI stand for? And thanks. And that was pretty much it. Luke just gave me a straight up professional answer saying what to do. That was it. I didn't expect anything out of it.
P.S. You're really cute.
No.
Didn't say that. I didn't say that. No.
So then.
That's what I was thinking, though.
So then Luke and I, stop, you're going to make me blush. So then Luke added me on Facebook, and then we just started chatting a bit and just getting to know each other for a little bit. We eventually Skyped, and then eventually about a week or so later we met halfway because he was studying in Lansing in Michigan, and I was still in Chicago. And so we met halfway in the Indiana sand dunes, and it was a really, really sweet first date. We got to check out the sand dunes, and also we visited a greenhouse, so it was a really nerdy kind of date, which I loved. And we also had some coffee, and that's pretty much, we've been together ever since. We met on April 1st in person of 2013.
We've pretty much been together.
Well, we have been.
Okay. There's a huge difference between pretty much and yes, we have been.
Well, April 1st, you know.
Okay, good. I was wondering what I was missing out on there for a second.
Yeah, sorry. It's been, as women know, it's really stressful. Your last week before you're getting married.
I'm just giving you a hard time.
Oh, our favorite MIgardener episode.
Oh man. Okay, favorite MIgardener episode. Behind the scenes, oh man, behind the scenes would probably have to be pretty much anything that has a plane flying overhead or the wind blowing, because those are like pet peeves for me, but they usually end up being really funny because we take like 100 takes to take an episode. Well, I mean not 100, but like 20 to 25 takes, and every single time I get so flustered that she calls me a peacock because it's just like I'm just like gosh, and like I like flare my feathers out because it's just so annoying, and it's funny. Like looking back when we start editing the footage, it's like we can't help but to laugh. So those are my favorite, actually, to be honest. Frustrating and favorite. But my favorite one that I would have to say is my favorite is the one that I just did on like filling the beds. It was like the raised bed journey that we built at the new house. Just the way it was edited and all the different angles and cool stuff. I had a lot of fun editing that one. I mean, it took a long time, to be honest. Like, I have huge credit for those that try to make it an art and educational, because that's like, oh my goodness. I try to do that every once in a while when I get like a urge to do it. But most of the time it's just like, I want to get this information out to you guys. I don't want to spend, the whole day editing it when I could just get the information out to you. That's kind of where my style comes from. But I do like to kind of mix it up a little bit. And when I do, those are like really fun. All right. Ooh, this is a good one for you. Fresh tea from the garden or fresh juice from the garden?
Oh, hands down fresh juice. That's what I'm about. I love juicy, sweet, and refreshing. Teas I can pass on. I always try to get into teas, but I just don't. I like juice, fresh juices. A funny relationship moment.
Oh, man. Okay, funny relationship moment.
I'm scared.
I am definitely funny relationship moment, and you're gonna know this one too. When I was over at Cindy's house, she, her and her family, they love authentic Mexican cuisine, and I mean,
we're Mexican. So.
I love Mexican, like, oh my goodness, anything of like Latin descent, I guess you would say, is just amazing. And so I'm a huge lover of trying new things. So Cindy said, would you like to try tamales? I've heard of tamales, but I've never actually had one. And so I'm like, yeah, sure, let's go for it. And she handed me this little like corn husk wrapped package. And at the time, I just was like, okay, I'm noticing this is like a corn husk, but me being me and never trying it before, Cindy's got her back face. She's like doing something on the stove, and I have a plate of these, and I just pick it up, and I start gnawing into the corn husk, and I'm like, something is very wrong about this, but I'm not gonna say anything because she like made these, or like they put time and effort into these. So I'm like, oh goodness, like I'm like trying to like chew it off, and Cindy turns around and she's like, no, it's inside the corn husk.
What's inside?
and I'm like, oh, and I like opened it up, and we just started cracking up laughing, and it was like for them, like her mom and her dad and Cindy was like, they were all laughing so hard because it's like such a no-brainer thing. But for me, I'm like what is wrong here? And I know we wanted to end with a huge thank you. Everyone that's ever given us support or just watched our videos, it's a massive support for us. And we just really wanted to thank you all, and specifically thank you for your support around the wedding. There have been so many people that have sent in emails and sent in well wishes. Lots of people have sent in cards and packages, and it's just like, to be showered with this much love really shows us every day what amazing subscribers we have. And we're kind of thinking and talking and stuff, and people have been asking us what our address was so they could send us a card. And so we wanted to give you that address now. So I'm going to post it up on the screen here, and you can send a card to that address. We'd love to hear from you. And if you want to write us an email, send us a card, do it. If not, just watch our videos, that works too. But yeah, we just wanted to open that up for anyone that wanted to send us something. You don't have to feel like you want to, but we know with the 10, 20 people that have asked us for an address, we figured might as well, because there's probably another 100 that want to do something like that. So again, you guys are amazing. We could not have asked for better subscribers and better followers. It's just awesome and so uplifting every day. So thank you. And the next time you see us, you will be seeing Mr. and Mrs. MIgardener.
Hey, thank you so much, guys. We love you all, and bless you. Bye.
Bye.